Hello and welcome to the WBAP 820 570 KLIF Weather Podcast for Thursday, August 10th. I'm meteorologist Brad Barton at the Cumulus Media Center in Dallas-Fort Worth. Thanks for joining us. Finally, North Texas got some widespread showers and thunderstorms, and they were spread widely enough finally to reach DFW Airport, which picked up 0.4 of an inch of rain, breaking the 67-day rain-free streak at DFW, which is now the second longest on record here in North Texas. 41 hundredths of an inch is what they got at DFW Airport. Others got a little more than that, but we also had some severe weather. Here are some of the observed rainfall reports from the Weather Service. 41 hundredths of an inch at DFW, 14 hundredths at Love. McKinney got better than half an inch, so did Rockwall. So heavier rains to the east of Dallas, and White Rock Creek at Greenville actually got an inch and 28 hundredths. So some pretty good rainfalls out there. There's not much else out there for the next few days, I'm afraid, but it was nice to get what we got. And along with the rain, we had to pay for it with some storm damage. We had reports of trees down in Trophy Club up on 114. Had some radar indications of 2-inch hail north of Denton, and also a spotter reported some hail and wind damage to roofs in Waxahachie, south of Dallas. And several house fires were caused by lightning strikes, several this time. We had a lot of lightning, about 17,000 power outages, a lot of that due to lightning resets, but some pretty devastating house fires. And this still shot is courtesy of our TV partner, WFAA Channel 8 in Dallas. Okay, let's check our satellite loop this morning. The clear spot over North Texas is where the rain was yesterday. And then the clouds you see south of Dallas are spotty showers that started forming this morning, probably around 9 o'clock, along the outflow boundaries left by the storms in the DFW area last night. So that's kind of where the action is going to be later on today and tonight as well. In central Texas and the coastal plain and Brazos Valley and so forth, they will be getting some rain and thunderstorm activity. The Dallas-Fort Worth area really not expecting much here. Okay, now the National Radar makes it pretty obvious where a high-pressure bubble went clear on up into the Rockies. And you can see the rain going way up north into Canada and then running down the east side of the ridge down into the Dakotas all the way into Minnesota and Wisconsin and so forth. Elsewhere, you see monsoonal moisture producing some fairly heavy rains near El Paso. They had some serious flash flooding there over the last few days, some pretty scary car rescues, and plenty of showers and storms along the Gulf Coast. A little bit of rain in the northeast as well. Now, that northward displacement of our high-pressure system is what opened the way for not only a weak frontal boundary, but some weak upper-level disturbances to set off a couple of days of showers and storms. This is a vertical velocity at 500 millibars, and you can see it's centered there in the Rocky Mountain states. Just a huge ridge over the middle of the country. But that did allow the storms to kind of sneak in from the northeast yesterday and last night, and that's about the only way you're going to get rain with one of those high-pressure ridges around. But that's what set off a couple of days of showers and storms. Now, let's put the upper-level models in motion, and you can see that high-pressure zone coming back southeast into Texas early next week. So the fun's over, the rain's over, and the heat's going to be back on here before you know it. This is going to be, this map is centered on noon Tuesday, and so it's going to be plenty hot. We're probably going to get to near 100 Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday as well. We are hoping for maybe some changes later in the week, later next week, but nothing obvious right now. Let's move on to the surface maps. Starting off tonight, rain and thunderstorms from central Texas southward by the end of the day. So this map is centered on 6, 7 o'clock tonight across Texas. So rain in South Texas, rain in coastal Texas, rain in West Texas, and a lot of monsoonal moisture in the Rocky Mountain states. And same basic thing tomorrow as well. This is a Friday night's map. Rain along the Gulf Coast and monsoonal rain throughout the Rocky Mountain states. Then we move on to Sunday morning. Heavier rain along the Gulf Coast. There's a little frontal boundary draped down there, a couple of surface lows as well. We still have monsoonal moisture in the western part of the country, so that map is centered on Sunday morning. Now, we kind of page through these pretty quick. You can see that the North Texas area, as well as Kansas, most Kansas and Oklahoma dry out big time and heat up as well on Monday and also on Tuesday and also on Wednesday. hot and dry where there's rain just about everywhere else. And then you can see rain trying to encroach on east and northeast Texas Wednesday. We'll see how that works out. It's just a little bit beyond our forecast, but we are hoping to see another pattern change that might allow a new chance of rain, but it won't be until probably Thursday at the earliest. So here's our forecast. Mostly sunny, breezy, and hot with a high near 96 today. Winds out of the northeast 10 to 20. Fair and 77 tonight. Mostly sunny, 97 tomorrow. We are going to be hot and humid because of the rain that did reach the ground. It'll take a couple of days for it to evaporate. Saturday also sunny, breezy, hot, and humid with a high near 98 and a low near 78. Sunday we're probably back to 100, and Monday probably back to 101. Thanks again for joining us for the WBAP KLIF Weather Podcast. Get ready for a little more heat this weekend, but we have just passed our peak in average high temperatures during the first week of August. So we'll look forward to another change in the weather maybe a week from now, and that's when we'll meet again. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.